Welcome back, and we are joined by some athletes. We're taking a transition from I guess deals to sports. Of course, we are joined by persons talking about the FIBA Central Basket Championship. We're joined over here on the left by Jacob Leslie, and he is the president of the Belize Basketball Federation, that is, as well as Darwin Leslie, who is the head coach of the Belize Basketball Federation. And over on my right, I have some very tall gentlemen. We have with us Douglas Langford Jr., and he is a player for the Belize Basketball Federation, and also Devin Moody, a player for the Belize Basketball Federation. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Now, I have to say, I'll start, Jacob, by saying congratulations to you guys, because the last time we were here, we were trying to gain the support and really gather everyone together to see the importance of this initiative of FIBA Central Basket Championship taking place in Belize. The last time we were here, we were asking for support for everyone to come together, and now we're here saying that it was a success. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, much kudos to the government of Belize. All the ministries, most of the ministries came in and lended support. Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Education, Ministry of Sports, Ministry of Infrastructure, Ministry of Agriculture. I mean, they all pitched in to assist these young men in having the opportunity to represent the country. We had some private sector support as well, some major companies that found value in what we were trying to do for these young men and chipped in. So yes, at the last minute, we were able to raise the funds that we needed in order to host.
The 11th hour,
yeah, yeah.
The 11th hour.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the importance of having this competition here in Belize, and really the magnitude of this competition. It's not just a regular championship game we're talking.
No, like I've always reiterated to the players, Belize in juniors or seniors have never advanced past the stage, right? So if these U17 kids are able to get on the podium during this week, it'll be historic for the country. It'll be a place where, I mean, all the legends of Belize were never able to achieve, and so immediately their names will be written in the history books. Once we advance once you get on the podium, which is 1, 2, or 3, then we advance to the U18 Champions of the Americas, where we would play teams like the USA, Canada, Brazil, Argentina, so the big guns in basketball. Like I said, a place that Belize has never gone, and I am very confident that these young men can really stand a good chance of doing that for this country.
When we're thinking about this competition, we're thinking aside from the opportunity in tourism that it will bring, but the potential of these gentlemen being scouted from the big leagues. I'm going to move the conversation over to Darwin, who is the head coach of the Federation. How are you preparing these gentlemen for that possibility?
Well, it's me and the coaching staff. I feel like we put a very good coaching staff together for these young men. We have Coach Bernitar, Coach Stephen Williams, Coach Anderson Reese, Coach Bern Velasquez. So these are all coaches that have been around development. And like my brother said, I feel like, you know, I've been in basketball for some years now. I feel like this is one of the best team that we were allowed to put together due to the fact that we were developing our kids here for some years, and some of them had some opportunities to go and learn basketball in America at a higher level. Fortunately, we could have brought those players back, and me playing on the national men's A team, that's how we have to do it to compete at this level. So I feel like we've been preparing them for over a year now. The kids that came in, they came prepared. So I feel like we're going to compete against all countries, and I feel like we can surprise some people for sure.
So with that said, let's get some of the players in to the conversation and talk a little bit about the preparations that you guys have been making so far. Douglas, why don't you start talking about your experience and how you feel about going into the competition?
I'm very excited, going to the competition, very confident, I'm happy. Like, it's just a ton of emotions, like butterflies all over. I feel like like what Coach said, we've prepared a lot, a lot of preparation, practice is very intense. We always learn, fix our mistakes. So, that's key, and I believe we could win.
And Devin? what has your experience been like so far, and how you feel about going in?
Well, like Douglas said, it's butterflies. I'm very excited for this opportunity. Thankful for all who chipped in and make this possible for us as players. We think we have a very good chance because we've been putting in the work, some 2 sessions a day. So we've really been putting in the work. So the outcome should be great.
Now you guys are under 17, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
What are the ages we are looking at right now?
I'm 16.
16.
I'm 17.
You guys are tall.
I was just
That
gonna
goes
say, it
without
doesn't
saying.
you're sitting down, so usually, yeah, but it doesn't show. So they're
Let's
like,
talk about the
over us.
heights here because Douglas, I was told that you are way past 6 foot.
Yeah.
How tall are you?
6'9".
Wow. And you've got more to go.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. And you, Darwin?
I'm 6'4".
Guys, I'm pretty sure you had to lower your heads while walking in the studio.
Yeah, usually I'm over 6 feet too, and I don't usually feel short when guests come
Yeah,
in.
he felt short.
And
Sorry.
yeah.
So let's talk about your passion for basketball because you are only 16 and 17 years old and you're playing. You guys, at such a young age, are marking history in basketball here in Belize. Let's talk about your passion for the sport. And did you ever imagine reaching this point right now?
My passion started like at 6. Always, wanted to play basketball. My dad, and he was always in it. But it was just like we just play for fun. But, the moment like as I grew and, got better, it like my dad was like, do you really want to do this? And then the opportunity came for me to go to America, and that's when it hit. So it turned into like, I can really like make a name or make a statement with this, and I just ran with it. And bringing it back to Belize, I want to put these guys, on that national stage so they can get, a ton of, eyes looking at them, and they can build a name for themselves and even get something out of this tournament and go abroad.
What was the point that you realized, or when was the point that you realized that you aren't an average player?
Probably when I was 13, because I was dunking before I was 13, and I was like, whoa. And
13.
I was shocked, yeah.
And you, Darwin?
Well,
Oh, Devin,
Devin,
yes.
yes, ma'am. Well, as you start to get older, you start seeing different opportunities, start going different places. So the passion for the game really grew. My whole family, we are like a basketball family. So from my born, it was straight into basketball. No other sports.
You didn't have an option to choose another
Not
sport, no?
really, not really. But I'm thankful for that, not having another option, because basketball can really take you places you've never dreamt of going. Like this opportunity, playing for the national team, representing your country, it's unbelievable.
I'll ask you the same thing. When was the point that you realized you weren't an average player?
Around the same age as Doug, about 12, 13. I played my first official tournament. I played pretty well, but we fell short, but I saw that I could be something.
Yeah. Let's take the conversation over to the FIBA Central Basket Championship that will be taking place here in Belize. What exactly can we expect with this competition? What will it look like as it relates to other teams coming in Belize, where Belize will be playing against?
What you can expect is high-level basketball. So I don't think Belize has experienced this level of basketball for some time now. You have teams like Dominican Republic, Mexico, Puerto Rico, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Jamaica coming in, and these are countries who have invested a lot in sports. The last time we played it, I mentioned it last time I was here, the last time we played it, we played in 2011, and Devin Daly and Brian White and these guys were the U17 team, and they went against Dominican Republic, who later had the #1 draft pick playing against them, right? And Devin outplayed Carl Anthony Towns in that competition. So it made a lot of eyes go on him, and he ended up getting a scholarship opportunities out of it. And so in this particular tournament, aside from the access that these kids have to play at a high level and represent their country, I'm sure that they'll have a lot of eyes on them, a lot of scouts in the building, a lot of opportunities for them to advance their careers educationally and professionally. So I'm excited that Belize has been able to put these kids in these opportunities to get showcased and create opportunities for them beyond their limitations that they may have in the country.
With what Jacob said, does that give you guys a little bit of pressure, knowing that there's a lot of opportunities that can come out of this championship?
Not really. I mean, if you are focused, like locked in, and you play the right game, you should be fine.
Yeah. And you?
Well, I wouldn't say it's like pressure, but we play the game to go somewhere or be someone. So everything comes with a little ups and downs. So I'll just say it like a little up, and we just gotta overcome.
I love that you mentioned that, because aside from the passion, you both seem to recognize that your passion can come with opportunities. So if you are consistent in your work, you can lead. It can lead you guys to playing on a big platform like this that could potentially bring about even more opportunities. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
What does your family think about you guys being a part of this milestone in your lives at such a young age?
Very excited, very happy. You know, just all around love from my family. They were excited, and for me to come home and play in front of them and everyone, like I'm thankful, and they are like very excited for me to play.
Your family members are originally from Belize
Yeah, they still live here.
district?
Yeah.
Okay. And you, Devin?
Yeah. Well, my family is very happy for me. Many times I've told them about playing for the national team from a young age, and the opportunity came, so they're really excited for this for me.
All right. Well, let's move into the dates that we can expect this big competition, and when, where, and how we can be a part of it.
The games start tomorrow. They run all the way through Sunday, so it's from the 26th of July to the 30th. Belize and all the teams play every game, every night. I'm sorry, so it's 5 games and 5 nights. Belize plays every night at 8:30, but the games start from 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Tickets go on sale tomorrow. Actually, today, this afternoon at 1 o'clock at the Belize Civic Center ticket booth. There will be tickets on sale, there will be shirts on sale, and then tomorrow morning, again, tickets go on sale at 9 o'clock and run straight up to game time. But again, it starts at 2. All the teams will be playing. We have opening ceremonies before the Belize game, which will happen about 8 o'clock. Game is scheduled for 8:30, so the opening ceremony is at 8 o'clock. And it's the first time that Belize will be able to actually see what these young men have been working on probably their whole lives. So I'm excited for them, I'm excited for the country, and I'm excited to see these young men actually shock and make a name for themselves. Right now, Belize is unranked, right? So we're playing against some ranked teams, and we will have some upsets there, and that put Belize back on the basketball map. I'm sure of it, and I'm confident that Belize will be proud of these young men. And I encourage them, don't wait until game 2 or game 3 to come out. Let's open Civic Center tomorrow and let these young men feel the love and feel the support. It will give them the edge that they need to represent us well.
Yeah.
And how many different countries are competing in this competition?
It's 8 countries competing, including Belize. They divide us in 2 brackets, so you play your brackets for the first 3 nights, and then the top 2 teams advance for the medal round.
All right. And the ticket prices?
It's $10 for general admission, $5 for kids 12 years and under. You have $20 for VIP seating, and then the courtside seats are $40, but it includes parking under the Civic.
Okay, very nice. All right. Well, would you like to, just for the sake of knowing how far and how hard it was to get here, would you like to call out your sponsors?
For sure. I hope I don't forget anybody. But Government of Belize is the major sponsor. We want to thank Belize Tourism Board, Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Sports, Ministry of Education, Ministry of Infrastructure. We have private sponsors like the J, BEL, BCOL, Belize Airport Authority, MIRAB, Belize Aggregates, and the list goes on. I want to thank everybody who found the value in what we're trying to do and supported not only the Federation, but in a sense, these young men. And again, we want to thank them for everything that they've done to allow this tournament to happen. It was a collective effort in regards to us putting in the manual labor and them giving us the financial support that we needed. So I encourage Belizeans to come out early. When they announce Belize, let the Civic be jumping, let these young men get the extra boost that they need, whatever nervousness they may have. When they see that love and that crowd, I think it will help them overcome it. So I encourage Belize to please come out on day 1 and let these young men feel the love that and the support in the stands.
Yeah. Any last words, Coach?
Well, my last words is for my brother. You know, I've watched him the past. I've watched him the past couple weeks. You know, on that phone. I mean, over and over again, and you know, him being my brother as the president. You know, I'm very proud of him.
Yeah.
You know, if anybody know us, we are not doing this for ourselves, you know. Tears is coming, but that's natural. Anybody that knows us know we're doing it for the young men, and I don't want to tell him. Everybody know that I love him, but I want to tell him that I love him, and and I love what he's doing, you know.
Guys, you'll make me tear up.
But it's okay, you know. He's doing something. I mean, Devin know me. We don't do this for ourselves, you know. We came from the same situation these young men came from, and we're doing it for them. So all we want them to do is play for that name on their chest. And like I said, my brother, you know, he did a wonderful job, you know, pulling this off. And we do this for the youth, you know. So we want them to play for Belize, and after that, we want them to play for us.
Jacob, I don't want to put you on the spot, but I want to ask, where is the emotion coming from?
It's coming from a place where me and my brother have been doing this for years, you know, and we never got this opportunity. You know, so after I stopped playing basketball, I just had a passion to see how we can change the landscape in Belize and create some opportunities for these kids that we never had. And as we get closer and closer to the day, it's becoming more and more emotional. I mean, just to see that it's actually taking place, because like my brother said, it was a lot of work. I had my wife tell me, all right, I go to bed without you and I wake up and you're still not there. I'm just trying to, at my best every day, to strategize and to see how we can make this happen for these young men, and to see that it's tomorrow. It's actually going to happen. We pulled it off. It's rewarding just to be here. And now that we are here, I'm sure that it will be all worth it when we see how these young men represent us, and they represent us well. We have a great bunch of kids who have the right attitude, who have the right personality, who will make Belize proud. So again, we just want to ensure that Belize comes out and support these young men.
I want to thank you, you know, the set of brothers that are doing this. Darwin, you'll make me cry, so let's not do it. But I want to thank you guys as well for investing in the youth here and in the sport of basketball. As you both rightly mentioned, this sport brings opportunities to young people that would otherwise not be able to take advantage of these very same opportunities. Aside from being scouted by a big league, they can have the opportunity to pursue higher education. So that is something that I want to say thank you guys so much for investing in and doing it so selflessly, as your brother mentioned as well. So thank you guys so much.
Thanks for having us.
Gentlemen, do you have any last words? Do you want to personally invite any of your friends or family and just say thank you for their support?
Yeah, I want to say thank you. Thank you for everyone that made this possible. Just come out and support, and we just want to compete and put on a show on opening night.
And you, Devin?
Likewise, just thank everybody who made it possible. Belize, come out. The support is needed. We'll play ball. We'll
play ball.
Yeah. I'm sure you guys are going to make us proud.
Yes. All right. Well, gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. We are going to take our final break, and when we come back, we wrap things up.